thank you guys for coming out tonight. Thank you for being our new hires here at Abstracting Services. What I'm going to go over tonight are the instructions for a basic title search. The most basic form of a title search is a current owner title search. I'm sure most of you are pretty familiar with that terminology and the basic definitions, so I won't go through all of that. However, I do want to make sure that everybody understands the difference between the different types of title searches. You have a current owner search, you have a deed out of developer, a deed into developer, and then you'll have a full title search. As you're pretty much aware, a full title search here in North Carolina is at least 30 years or more. So that means from today's date, when we start the search, you must go back at least 30 years in order to be counted as a full title search. However, since you guys are new and you're just going to be starting out, what you're going to do is start with a current owner title search. So what that means is you will be only searching the title for the current owner. So if this person got the property in 2000 and it's now 2018, then that's the only time period that you're going to be searching is from 2000 to 2018. So that's what we're going to discuss here tonight, is how to do a current owner title search. All right, so the first thing with any order is that we're going to receive the order from the customer. As you know, our customers are North Carolina real estate attorneys. Those are the only people that we can do title searches for based on the law in North Carolina. If an investor were to call you or somebody else that's just interested in getting a title search on their property, we cannot do that for them. We can only do them for attorneys. Okay, so that is the first basic step. You are going to receive that order. It used to be that people would receive it in fax or some other outdated form, but everything that is received in this office now is through email. So if you will look on your visual aid here at the first tab, this is an example of an order form that we have received from a customer. As you can tell, it contains a lot of the basic information. Okay? The main things from this basic order are going to be the property address and the due date. Those are the first two things we need to identify. The second step after you receive this order is to create your electronic folder, which would just be a basic file folder that you're going to save on your desktop. I label it according to the property address and the county that the property is located in. This is going to be the document that you're going to save all of your information in. So when you receive this title order here that I just showed you, you're going to initially save that into that electronic folder. The second step you're also going to do with this is you're going to log it into the spreadsheet. If you'll look at the second tab, please, this is where we keep a list of all of the outstanding files that we're working on at the time. You can see that there's a date, an address, a county, a customer, and any additional notes. So every time we receive an order, it's going to go there. All right? Now we're ready to actually begin since we've done the initial steps. The third thing is that we're going to go to the county website, okay? This will not be a visual aid for you. This will actually be getting into the title search itself now. So you're going to go to the county website and you're going to pull all the information you can about the property initially. You can go to GIS, which is a mapping website. Taxes, you're going to want to find out the taxes on the property. You're going to want to find out any kind of real estate information that the county might provide. And you're also going to want to verify the contract. As you know, when there is a buyer and a seller in a property, they have to sign a contract for the sale. So at this time in the search, we're going to verify all of the information on the contract. All of that is also going to get saved into your electronic folder. The fourth step is to obtain the title insurance policy if there is one out there. I call around or email around to different title insurance companies, give them the property information, and try to get a copy of the existing policy. Once you get that, that is also going to go into that electronic folder. The next and most important step is the Register of Deeds index search. This is where you go to the website for the Register of Deeds for that county. You put in the necessary names of the owners and the period of time that you're looking for, and it will print out an entire list for you. At that time, you'll save that information into the folder, and then you will begin to go through it and figure out which ones apply to our property. That's how you determine what is in the title search. Our sixth step is to pull any copy of any kind of restrictive covenants or plats that may be out there. A plat is a survey or a map of the property. A restrictive covenant is something that it causes the property to have exceptions on it and different kinds of things that limit you to how you can use the property. For instance, if you're in a subdivision, it may be that you have to put a 5-foot wide sidewalk, or you can't use red shutters. Some subdivisions are like that. They have to record this information in the Register of Deeds so that it's public knowledge and everybody knows about it. Our next step is going to be to highlight the property on that plat that you found, that map. You will compare that to the county GIS map just to make sure you got the right property. A lot of times attorneys and title searchers skip this step, but I find it to be very imperative because I have found a lot of errors in this, and especially with the contract or the deed, I find that a lot of times they have incorrectly identified the property, or maybe I'm searching the wrong property in general. So this is a very imperative step. We're getting down to the end of the title search here. You're going to do the clerk of court search. That is going to be through the AOC. It is a separate software. I did not include that one on here. It is on this laptop, and I can show it to you when we do that section of the training on how to do that. But that is where you do the clerk of court search to find out if there are any judgments, liens, estate files, which means someone has died, any special proceedings, foreclosures, things like that that may apply to the property. Any information you find there, again, save it into the electronic folder. Lastly, we're going to get into the assessments. You'll contact the necessary city that the property is located in to make sure there are no past due assessments, street lighting, sidewalk assessments, water and sewer. Maybe they didn't clean up their yard and the city had to come do it for them and they put a lien against the property. So you're going to check for all of that information. So now that we've compiled all of this information, we're going to put it onto the abstract report, which is going to be your third tab here. I've given you a copy of a blank report for your review. This is the form that we use for every single title search. We use it this way because the customers come to understand and know the product that they're receiving. They know quickly where they can go to find the information necessary. Once you have done that and prepared the report, you attach all the documents that you have saved in the folder. Then you're going to save that all as one document. So now you have all your individual documents saved, and then you have your one report. The last thing you're going to do is you'll save that, like I said, and then you'll distribute it to the attorney. That will be their title search report. You will distribute it the same way you received it. So if they send it to you via email, you're going to send it back to them via email. Again, if there are any questions or concerns that the attorney has regarding your search, they will get back to you and ask you, or if there's any information that you've left out, they're going to come back to you. So we always want to make sure that this report is accurate. The attorney is relying on our report to be 100% accurate, so their client, which is a property buyer, can get the loan, or they'll be sure that they're getting good title to the property that they're buying. Is that good? Okay, great. Thank you all for coming out. And our next section of the training will be on deed out of developer and deed into developer searches.